In this lesson, we'll be focusing on strategies to answer true, false, not given questions. So let's take a look at the basics of this question type. I can say with 99% certainty that you will see this question in your IELTS reading test. So it's very important that you have a full understanding of this question type and take a look at a few examples before we do a practice test. Many students find this question confusing or difficult. It's mainly due to understanding the meaning of the terms true, false, not given. And in this lesson, I'm going to thoroughly explain each of these terms and show you some examples of this question type. As with some other questions, the answers will be found in order of the given passage in your test. So, let's move on to a fuller explanation of true. Here is a reading passage that we saw in an earlier video, and I'm going to make a true statement about the information in the passage. Now, it's really important that we only consider the information in the text and the passage, not from your experience. So here is a true statement that I can see is given to me in the passage. PP is located in Thailand. The answer to this would be true. It is, because in the first sentence we can see the PP Island Resort is located in PP Lay Island in Thailand. Even though I know from experience this is true, I can only answer with the information in the IELTS reading passage. So once again, this statement is true, not because I know it from experience, but because it is given to me in the passage. Let's take a look at false. And here is a statement that is false. PP consists of 4 islands. Try and find in the passage where you can see that this information is false and incorrect. Yes, that's correct. PP consists of 6 small islands. This statement is false as the passage clearly says that PP has 6 islands. Again, fact checked the passage. So you want to check the facts between the statement and the text in the passage. Let's have a look at not given. So here this statement will want to say something that is completely undiscussed in the passage. The island is developing rapidly. Now, this might be true, and in actual fact, having visited this island, I know that it is developing rapidly. However, the text in the passage does not give this information to us. Therefore, the answer is not given. The not given answer is really a test of your full understanding of the key points in the passage. So let's take a look at a full strategy for answering this question type with a different reading passage. So here is a new reading passage. You can pause the video and read it through, and I'll give you a little bit of time now. It's also worth saying that in your IELTS reading test, the reading passage you get will be much longer than what you can see here. This is an example of a smaller selection of it. So take some time now to read through this passage, and then I'll give you some tips on strategies for answering upcoming questions. Okay, if you need any more time, then please do pause the video. Let's take a look at a strategy for answering true, false, not given questions. So, first you will want to read the statements carefully. Then, skim and scan over the text for related keywords and information. Your understanding of synonyms again will be very useful to you. Compare the information in the statements to that in the passage and answer true, false, or not given. So again, read the statements carefully, underlining key information if you need. Then skim and scan through the text, again underlining key words. Return to the statements and see if you can answer with a true, false, or not given. So, here are some questions that I would like you to have a go at for this reading passage. Questions 1 to 4. Do the following statements agree with the information given in the text? In boxes 1 to 4 on your answer sheet, write true, false, not given. And here are your 4 statements. Due to lack of money, William had to leave school. William found an old science book at high school. From a young age, William could speak more than 4 languages, and he studied physics mostly from photos and diagrams. Now, I would like you to pause the video and reasonably quickly try and answer true, false, not given for these 4 statements. Please pause the video now, and then I will go through the answers with you. Okay, let's take a look at the first statement. Now, as I said before, it's very important to underline key information in the statement and passage. So for number 1, I've underlined money and leave school. I could have also underlined William, but the name is repeated often throughout the text. So let's take a look for the first mention of school, and I've highlighted it in blue in the first statement. I've also highlighted fees, which is a synonym for money or a related piece of language. So I know that in this first sentence I will find my answer. And the answer is true, as his father could not afford to send him to school. So here are the rest of the answers with highlighted or underlined keywords and information. Take some time to look through what the keywords are that I highlighted, and take some more time to read through the passage and check your answers against mine. So the strategy is read the statements, skim and scan the passage, and return to the statements for answers. If you've got any questions, please do drop me a message, and I will see you in the next IELTS reading question strategy lesson.